Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another video. Since I said the previous video for the winners of the 88th Academy Awards, so now it's like I said. Now I'm going to reveal to the winners for the 36th Golden Razzie Awards, and which I already did with the nomination video. So now I'm going to do the winners. Now, I've seen some of the winners. For the ones that won, I mostly agree with, but there is like particular one that I would disagree with. I'm sure a lot of people will say something about it for what I say though, but like I said, it's all based on it. But it's all in my opinion though. But you don't have to agree with me on this part though. But you'll know if as I explain it as I go down the list. So now let's get started for the winners for the 36 Golden Razzie Awards. Starting from the bottom. The winner who won for the Razzie Redeemer Award went to Sylvester Stallone for all-time Razzie champ to 2015 award contender for Creed. And I've already mentioned the names, so you go back to the I've already mentioned the other list of people for the nominations, so you can check out in that video. So I'm just gonna directly saying the winners. So yeah, for the Razzie Redeemer Award went to Sylvester Stallone. And moving on to worst screenplay goes to 50 Shades of Grey. Then worst screen combo goes to Jamie Dornan, mispronounced his last name, and Dakota Johnson for 50 Shades of Grey. For worst supporting actress, Kaylee Kuko for The Wedding Ringer and Alvin the Chipmunks, The Road Chip. Worst supporting actor, Eddie Redmayne for Jupiter Ascending, which is funny because he was nominated for an Oscar, which I forget what film it was. That's in my previous video. Yeah, he was nominated for an Oscar, but this one he wins a Razzie for Jupiter Ascending. It's funny. He gets like a praise, and then he gets crap for one film praise in one film and crap in the next film. So yeah, but Eddie Redmayne won for worst supporting actor in Jupiter Ascending. And then and this is one I would say I would disagree on. Like I said, opinion based. I know people are going to disagree with me on this one, but for worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel went to Fantastic Four. So yes, like I said, I understand why I don't think it's that bad a movie. Like I said this before, and I said this again. I don't think it's that bad as everybody, like pretty much 99% of the people say it is. I just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't think it's not that bad as everybody says it is. I think, and I said this, and I probably said this in the nomination video because I said it's not that bad a movie to win to earn Oscars. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of worse movies. A lot of the movies that were nominated, I would say they're a lot worse than this. But yeah, but everybody hates the movie. Yeah, so they say, "Oh, good, it deserves to get Razzies and stuff like that." I'm sorry, I disagree on that. But yeah, on this category, I think that Hot Tub Time Machine should have won, or Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, or even Human Centipede 3. Which there's no need to make any more of those movies, or Alvin the Chipmunks, The Road Chip. I'm sorry. Hit the camera for a second. Yeah, I'm getting so infuriated that I'm starting to hit the camera here. I'm saying Fantastic Four is all any of those films are worse than this film. So any one of those I think should have won that category. So yeah. So now moving on to worst. Oh, both of these went for the same film one. For worst actor and worst actress, both went to the one that went for the worst screen combo. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson for 50 Shades of Grey. So yeah, they both win for the worst actor and worst actress. For worst director, I would say, well, that's not what I say. It's there. For worst director went to Josh Trank for Fantastic Four, which I'm sorry, like I said, which I'll say after. And then for worst picture, which there was a tie for worst picture, both it goes to 50 Shades of Grey and Fantastic Four. Now, right now, and it's also say it's also says it's been the first. It's the first time in 25 years since two films have tied for worst picture, which I think going back to last one was like 80 it was 1986 where Under the Cherry Moon and Howard the Duck were tied for worst picture. Yeah, so it's been over 25 years since two films tied for worst picture, and this is it right here. Now, like I said before, I think overall 50 Shades of Grey should have won the worst picture, but Fantastic Four I would say is much more better than 50 Shades of Grey. I would say that. So I'm sorry. I think that Fantastic Four is much better than 50 Shades of Grey. I think there should have been no tie. I think 50 Shades of Grey should have won for worst picture. And I should have thought that any of the other directors for worst director should have won other than Josh Trank, because most thing it wasn't Josh Trank's fault, because 20th Century Fox screwed him over because he wanted to do one thing with the film, but they told him to do another, and such all the scenes that were cut out that was in the trailer that did not make the movie. He had different things he wanted to do with Fantastic Four, and he couldn't because 20th Century Fox screwed him over. I would like to see the other thing. I would love to see the other things he could have done with Fantastic Four, but no. So I totally disagree on the worst director, because it was not Josh Trank's fault because 20th Century Fox screwed him over. So I think he just didn't deserve to win the worst director. I think any of the other ones on that category list should have won. Why couldn't Sam Taylor Johnson for 50 Shades of Grey could have won that? Because most of the winners went to 50 Shades of Grey. So why couldn't that won for worst director? So I would just totally disagree on that. I'm sorry, Fantastic Four is not that bad as everybody says it is, but I'm sure I've seen people say, "Oh, Fantastic Four is shit and this and that. It's a piece of shit. It's lame. This and that." I know. I've heard everything about it because my brother tells me so much about it. Oh, it is crap. Believe me, if anyone tells me it's the Fantastic Four shit, it's my brother. I've heard all of it. I've heard all of it. But he says, oh, but he says that I'm weird for liking the film. So, well, I'm weird then, okay? I'm sorry. I think Fantastic Four was a decent film. Yeah, I do agree. I can definitely see why. It's not that I don't love the movie. It's not that great at all. But I think it's a decent movie because I do think the things I did like in the movie. Yeah, but he says that I'm weird for liking this movie. I'm sorry. Then I'm weird then. Yeah, he's saying he thinks that he expects me to hate something, but all of a sudden I end up liking it, or the other way around, or the complete opposite. And he says, "Oh, I just don't get you." Well, I'm weird. I'm sorry. I'm weird that way. Yeah, because I'm weird because I like Green Lantern. I like Constantine. Yeah. We're the ones that get like a lot of crap that's actually like. Those films I actually do like. All those films I would defend. In this case here, I would defend Fantastic Four because I think it's not bad. I think it's actually a decent movie. And for worst picture, I think it should have went just 50 Shades of Grey alone. Should have been no tie. I'm sorry. That's the other thing I would say about that's what I want to say at the beginning of the video is what I'm saying here is Fantastic Four. Should not won for worst director. It should have been the director of 50 Shades of Grey because the film was winning most of the Razzies. So should have won that. It should have been easy to win that one, but no. But other ones, yeah, for other ones, I definitely agree because mostly we went to 50 Shades of Grey, so yeah. But I'm sorry, but I'm not wrong for my opinion and why I say I'm Fantastic Four. I know people are gonna say, oh yeah, this and that. I've heard. If anyone is, I've heard all the hate things for Fantastic Four. It's from my brother and his friends. Yeah, he's like, oh, but it is bad. It is terrible. This and that. I've heard all the things about it. And plus, for everybody out there saying it, all the critics and everything. So, and one day I will review that film. Me defending the movie. Yes, there are loads of the bad films that I don't think deserve it, and I would defend. But like I said, he says that I'm weird for that, then I'm weird then. But I'm not wrong for what I have to say. It's all my opinion. So, well, anyway, that's this year for the winners for the 36 Golden Razzie Awards. Part of me says, yeah, because like, oh, this is like the worst award show. Like, screw the Razzies. But there's things I just don't think like this. Certain films that don't deserve to win or earn or get nominated and win Razzies. So that's the other part of me why I checked out the Razzies, because certain films I disagree with that do or don't deserve to be on nominated or whatever. So yeah, but like I said, like I said last year, always looking forward to whatever for the next year, what's a new set of films that gets nominated. And there are some certain films I definitely can see for this year that can be nominated. So there's always, even though he says you don't look forward, don't you do look forward to it, and there's other part that says you do. So you're half and half on it. So anyway, that's it for the winners for the 36 Golden Razzie Awards. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.